Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Abigail and I make videos about special needs and health issues and feeding tubes. Things have been very crazy around here. So I think it was in my last video I talked about that I'm going to need to get my J tube that goes to my intestines replaced, my J tube button, because we didn't realize until after they placed it that it was too long, and it's getting to the point where it's like really uncomfortable, and it's just making me feel extra bad. So I need to get it replaced. We did call the office to hopefully get like a date for that, but we haven't gotten a call back yet. So we're waiting on that call. I went back and forth of whether I wanted to actually get it replaced, because technically it doesn't really like hurt anything, I guess, to not have it replaced. It's just that it's in there far enough that it's not like gonna fall out or anything. It's just that it is too long when they put it in there because they don't have the right size. And they didn't know that they didn't have the right size at the very beginning. But they did what they had, and it ended up being too long on the J tube. So I have decided that it would be best to, just a second, sorry, my TV was going off. I decided that it would be best to go ahead and get it taken care of, because it's sticking out to the point, it's uncomfortable, it's causing pain, and it's kind of like leaking, not like formula, but like this like crusty stuff. So I've been putting like some what is it called, like gauze pads on it that you put over the feeding tube button, but I think my skin doesn't like it, because now I'm having like an irritation to it. Like my skin started like turning red and like irritated looking. So we bought some tubey pads, and those are like really soft and you just wash them instead of throwing it away. And so we're gonna try those. They haven't came in the mail yet, but I think those will be here in a few days, and hopefully that will make it better as far as like the leaking and irritation and things like that, or the pussiness, however you want to put it. Today my plan was to do some work. I am graduated, but during the summertime my mom got me this workbook. I picked social studies. It's a ACE, which is a Christian-based curriculum. It's actually the kind of curriculum we used when I was in school, because I was homeschooled. And I told my mom that one of the things that I wanted to do this summer was I really wanted to practice like my reading and stuff, because I have developmental delays, and so reading has been kind of hard for me sometimes. So that's something I want to practice on this year or this summer. So my mom got me a book, and like a workbook, and I got through like 2 stories, and then there's this one part, and one of the pages I was supposed to do where it's like you tell a little story and then you draw the picture for the story. But I was having very, very bad pain in my stomach. It was just awful feeling. Like I almost don't know how to describe it. And the thing was, like, I had been up more today than I have been. Like, I'm still laying around plenty. But, like, today I decided I wanted to go sit on the couch for a little bit and have my coffee. And, what was the other thing? I wanted to, like, sit in the recliner to work on my, work pace I was working on. And just, I didn't think about, like, how a different position could hurt that much. And in the middle of me doing my work, I felt this, like, intense pain. And I was like, oh, that's not good. So, I think it could be from the J-tube. It keeps coming, like, in and out because it's too big. And so, that's one reason why I need to get it replaced. Anyways, it's like a up there on the uncomfortable scale. It just causes, like, a lot of extra pain. I've been feeling extra bad. And, so things have been rather interesting. The summer has definitely been different. In June, which is this month, that's when they have church camp. Normally I'd go, but with all my health stuff going on, I can't really go to things like that because it's a 5-day, 4-night camp, and it's, like, really hot. A lot of it's outside, and it's really busy. There's a lot of people that go, like, even the people that just go for the services and don't even stay. There's, like, hundreds of people there, and as hard as it was for me to know that I couldn't go because of my health, I knew that it was the best thing for me because I don't need to be in a lot of heat, a lot of crowds, and I need to be able to, like, do what I need to do to be okay. And there's also, like, a lot of things about camp that would be hard to figure out. Like, basically they do have, like, plug-ins, but they have bunk beds, so it's basically like a plug-in in between each bunk bed, and so it's like basically you and the person on your top bunk are sharing a plug-in. Like, I would get the bottom plug-in, and the person that would be on the top bunk would be getting the top plug-in, which is fine, other than, like, it would be hard because I have to have my pump plugged in to charge it. It does come off the charger, and I do have it off the charger sometimes, like if I'm leaving the house, or if I want to leave my room and go to a different room, I will have it off the charger for a while. But I like to keep it on the charger to keep it charged. And so, like, when you're talking about doing all these things for, like, hours because they keep you busy, which is, like, the point, but, like, it would just be too much for me. And so no camp this year. We decided that as long as I feel like it, I'm going to be going to my friend's house in July. Her birthday's towards the end of July. They do live a little ways from us, so it's, like, basically going out of town for us, but it's really special because I get to go see my friend once a year, and I get dropped off at her house, and I usually spend 1 to 2 nights depending on what's going on at the time. And most of the time I get to go to church with her, which is, like, really fun because I know her pastor and a lot of her church people. So anyways, I do still plan on going to my friend's house in July, so I do have that. And her family has always been very supportive in my health stuff. Like, even back when I could eat and I was on, like, a very strict diet because of my gastroparesis, which is where my stomach is partially paralyzed from a previous surgery, like my friend's mom was like, can you eat this? Can you eat that? And I was like, even if I could, I would be like, oh, I need a small amount, because I'd eat like a toddler size meal every other hour or something like that. Be like, eat a small meal, wait an hour, and then eat another small meal. So I guess it was maybe every 2 hours or something like that. And they were so good about making sure I was okay, making sure I had what I needed, that they had things that I could eat. And so I was very, very thankful for that. And now that I'm on a feeding tube, we're gonna have to pack my pump, probably my pole, my formula, everything that I will need. But their family does really good at taking care of me. I'm basically my friend. We are best friends, but we are basically like sisters. And so I think I should be well enough to go by then, because her birthday is towards the end of July, so hopefully I'll be doing quite a bit better. So I'm excited about that. Just a different kind of summer. One last thought I had on my mind was that, what do you do when things come your way that you can't control? Like, this was on my mind, it was either today or yesterday, about you can't always choose what happens, but you can choose how you're gonna take it. And I try to be right in the middle of staying as positive as I can, yet honest, if that makes sense. Because like, positive is like, oh, we're gonna find a way to get through this or make this work. But honesty is like, okay, maybe my health isn't the best, as far as, me not being able to eat much by mouth. And sometimes it can be hard and frustrating, when you see other people that eat whatever they want to eat, and the things that I can't hold down by mouth just about have to melt, like popsicles, certain kinds of hard candy, and that's about it. And so I try to stay at this really middle line of being honest, yet also hopefully sharing my story in such a way that not only do people feel heard when they're going through something hard, but I hope that I can share it in such a way where it's so positive that it's helpful yet honest. I don't know if that made any sense. I hope it did. But that's kind of the line that I like to draw, is like, okay, this is the honesty part of it. Like, me being in pain, and me not being out of bed a whole lot, and me, different things like that. But that's like the honesty side of it. But the other side of it is I've done really well learning my pump by myself. I basically know what all the beeps mean now. If it beeps on me, I can basically do my whole pump by myself. And so that's kind of how I try to look at it, is it's okay to be honest, but I like to find something good in the situation to share as well. So I hope that that this helped someone. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and hit the notification bell, and I'll see y'all when I can. Bye, everyone.